Did you hear that the finale for the Amazing Digital Circus is going to theaters? I did. I've also seen that a lot of fans are
No.
very upset about that because it's 2 weeks early to theaters and it's not like globally in every theater. So a lot of here, I'll just pull up like the announcement. So a lot of fans feel betrayed because they've been going to YouTube for free for all this time. And now it's not free, it's going to theaters, and if you're not in the area that it's showing, you have to wait and avoid spoilers is the big controversy. Wow. That actually sounds pretty fucked. I disagree to a certain extent. 2 weeks maybe is a little long for it. That I could understand. Like maybe it should have been like a week early. But this is expensive, man. The amount of money Glitch pours into animation, like purely for the love of the game, releasing for free on YouTube is astounding. No one else is doing that. And for their finale to like finally try and generate some money off it, releasing in theaters, I think is a very cool thing, actually. What better way to celebrate it than having it go to the big screen? The issue is I do think 2 weeks is probably too long, especially when people can't go see it, like in general, because it's not playing in their theater. I think if they had done a week, it probably wouldn't have been controversial. Like there'd still, of course, be some sticklers who are like, this should remain free forever, and all the animators should work for free, and all of this needs to be 1000% free. Glitch needs to make sure that I never have to pay a penny for this high quality entertainment, and I don't care if they go bankrupt and lose everything because of it. It's free. Damn it, forever. Like, there's always going to be people like that. But I think 2 weeks was a little ambitious, and that does make it so it's hard to avoid spoilers for that long for the community. I think I would have done like a week. And it's still extremely exciting for everyone to go see it. I've never gotten the appeal for Digital Circus. It's not really my cup of tea. That's not my favorite Glitch production. But I understand why people love it so much and are super passionate about it. It's just personally not my favorite. More of a Gaslight District Glitch enjoyer. You saw the new YouTube report showing how many people are watching indie animations on YouTube? The numbers are crazy. I haven't seen the numbers, but I've been saying, man, we are straight up in the golden age of animation, and have been for a little while. Just extremely talented people are making animation, and just readily available for everyone to watch. It's incredible. Let's see. And that's in no small part thanks to things like Glitch. YouTube report details animation industry indie wave reveals viewership trends. Let's see. New report from YouTube reveals how the cratering of traditional US studio animation and aging of digital first audience may be expanding opportunities for independent digital animation. Animation news wave. Findings come from interviews with creators analyzing viewership data among 16 to 49-year-old users across the globe, not just YouTube kids. Okay. According to the report, interest in the animation is global. 50% of online animation fans 14 to 49 reporting that they watch animated series in languages other than their own. In case of Korean series like Alien Stage, 90% of animated survival audition 90% of the animated survival audition shows viewership came from outside Korea. What are like the big numbers here though? And here's Glitch mentioned. That's when Glitch put on Amazing Digital Circus, landed on 8 out of 12 countries trending topics list. Never seen an animated series have that kind of exposure, especially so soon in its tenure. They'd only released 4 episodes at the time. Videos tagged with Alien Stage collectively earned 330 million views in 2025. I don't know what Alien Stage is, but it must be very popular. This is seemingly more into like the minutia of it as opposed to like the actual numbers. I was just very curious what total animation viewership metrics look like, but it seems like that's not what the report focused on per se. Report says 66% of Gen Z fans watch animated memes weekly, 57% watch animatics weekly, and 63% watch YouTube-made animated series weekly. But that's only of the people that they interviewed for the study. That's not like... Well, at least based on how I'm reading this, it seems like it's only out of who they were tracking and extrapolating on. But yeah, animation is still huge. Indie animation is huge. Mainstream animation better than indie animation. Alright, whatever, Buster. But I will disagree with you to a certain extent. Yeah, some of the mainstream animation is obviously going to dwarf like indie one. Like, I get it. I mean, budget, the amount of team members that work on it, it's going to be higher quality. But then you have things like Invincible. And I think there's a lot of fan animation and indie animation that looks better than Invincible. Outside of Season 1, Invincible's animation is just really, really weak. Especially this season. Don't know if you saw the latest Meat Canyon video, but production value was actually insane, rivals actual TV productions. That was breathtaking. That was an incredible piece of content. The puppetry, the sets, that was filmed like a no-nonsense big-budget show I would have seen on TV like 10, 15 years ago. It was very impressive. You see the Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers dev team got dissolved, and also Kazan team got dissolved too. Talked about Kazan, and the Wu-Chang one happened earlier today. I saw. We're losing some really talented studios, man. It's a shame. It's a real shame. How are these studios that make quality games dissolving? Because the budget for everything is so bloated and the expectations from the upper echelon are so high and unreasonable that no matter how good the game is, it'll never be enough. So then they end up just dissolving the teams. It sucks. It really, really does. Shit blows. Don't know if it's a hot take, but I thought Wu-Chang was super generic. That was kind of my take as well. It wasn't my favorite Souls-like game. It was solid, but I didn't think it offered anything super special. I didn't regret spending the 15, 16 hours, whatever it was I spent with it. I had fun, but it wasn't anything like crazy. It was still good, though. And now it made me excited to see more from them, which now doesn't seem to be happening. Leave Souls-like games to FromSoft. Every other Souls-like game not made by FromSoft is dog shit. Actually might be one of the worst takes I've read in a while. Completely ignoring things like Neo and Lies of P. IGN hire this man. It's true. True. You see the video of that cornhole player sniffing coke off a dollar bill upside down, then shooting a gun out his window? What? What was his name again? Dayton Weber. Yep, snorts off dollar bill and then shoots out of the window. This is the quadruple amputee that killed that guy recently.
Hey, that was perfect, man. You just it spilled. I don't give a you, bud.
Wow. Can we even show this on stream? He just snorted coke. It was blurred! What do you mean? It was blurred. It couldn't even see that, and it could have been anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new chair pretty soon. My chair is so fucking cooked. I've had it for so long now that the normal spot where my ass is has indented down, which has pushed all of the other, I don't know, organs of the chair towards the back. So now right behind my cheeks there are like these giant stalactites that are sprouting up, so it's like really high there. So if I like lean back, it hurts my back, and if I sit on it, it goes like right into my cheeks and digs in. It is very uncomfortable now. Does it feel kind of good? No, it feels like shit actually. It's like, sharp's not the right word. It's like sitting on like a pointed rock. Like if I lean back. The only spot, can you see it if I pointed my camera at it? Maybe. Well, here. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe you can see like all the like spikes sticking up there, maybe. It's not comfy. It's just gotten too old, so I gotta get a new one. Too bad it won't hit the G spot since it relocated. True, yeah, since the G spot ran away from the ass. That's a good point. Put the chair up for sale online at an absurd price. Yeah, $5 million or something. One of a kind. It does have, like, it genuinely does have full ass print, because like I said, It's so old that where my ass typically sits is just fully indented in and pushed everything else out the back. So if ever it becomes possible to clone someone, there might be enough ass DNA on this to make it happen. Encase the chair in resin and see if an art museum will accept it. Oh, that's pretty good. That's kind of cool. No, I'm not actually going to sell it. I just need to get a new one, that's all. Can't really sit in this all that often. It is just not comfy anymore. But I gotta ask my parents what kind it is, because they're the ones that got it many, many years ago. Don't throw it away. What the fuck else am I gonna do with it? I don't want to sell it either. That'd be weird. But yeah, I don't typically like throwing anything away either, so maybe maybe I will encase it in resin. I wonder how long I've had this chair, actually. It has to be like 8 years, right? Close to it, probably. Can't you just change the seat cushion and keep it? I don't think so. Not with this. I don't even see how I would do that. There's really no way I can see of making that happen. I'm just gonna get the same chair again is all. I like this chair too much. God, it's like the scene in Toy Story 2 when they leave Jesse. Okay. What if instead of a chair you got something cool like a rocking chair, like a rocking horse or a tricycle? That would be very cool. I'd love sitting on that for hours. That'd feel great. The chair first appeared on stream August 2nd, 2020. Has it only been 6 years? Not for sure I had this in like 2019. You know what I kind of want to do? I've been really getting into the idea of like restoring things. Like I got a 1886 Winchester the other day. Or 87. I can't remember. It's either 86 or 87. I got a Winchester. And it's not in like shooting condition, so I've been wanting to restore it. Because I've been really getting into the idea of like restoring things. Maybe I'll do that for this chair and try and upgrade it with like little fans and shit. Like really elevate it. Bro thinks he's Arthur Morgan. I'm sure I could find like someone that can teach me to restore it. I think that could be cool if I give it all kinds of really cool upgrades, like little silent fans in there for my cheeks. Eliminate the swamp ass, let that shit breathe. This chair also has like a big issue. It has like very sharp edges on like the wheels around it that I've cut my feet on quite a few times. I could round those out. That might be a fun little project. For the Winchester, do you plan on getting donor parts or remanufacturing the parts? If possible, I would like to actually remanufacture them. But I don't think that'll be possible. I don't know. I haven't done enough research on what would go into that kind of restoration project. But a family friend actually builds flintlocks from scratch. So I feel like if anyone would know what the process of restoring this would look like, it would be him. It's so sick, actually. It's very cool. I was gonna ask him to teach me how to build them. Like, mentor me. Me and my dad. My dad and I are both interested in trying to learn how he does it. Because he's an artist, man. The flintlocks that he builds are beautiful. He does his own silver carvings for them, too. It's crazy, the level of quality. Maybe I'll show him off in a video at some point. But I think that'd be a fun little hobby. I'd recommend looking into improved parts for it, lifter especially. For the Winchester? I don't know if I'd want to improve it though, I'd kind of want it as is. Like, I'm sure it won't be nice to shoot. Like, it won't feel good. But I think that'd be part of the charm to do it right. If possible, that is.